Tonight we're going to do a little skit for you. And I'm going to introduce our first test speaker, who is, well, we'll let our test speaker come up and get started here. Mike Campbell, come on forward. Well, I'm glad I couldn't get the computer working, so we won't worry about that. Where'd my papers go? I'm glad to be, tonight we're going to be talking about we're going to be talking about the mission of the Game and Fish Department. Now, I got a bunch of, couldn't get the computer working. Well, the first slide that I was going to show you, well, I don't remember what's on the slide. Hang on. Maybe,
He's having a pretty hard time.
My gosh, I can't believe it. He's bad.
I feel sorry for him.
I do too. God, it's just gonna be hard.
well, what we do is we
I never imagined how big this bad speaking.
we help animals. It's good to help animals. Animals are good. Thank you, Mike.
I've never seen anybody that bad before. That was the worst speech ever.
Oh, really? Then you don't remember last week the presentation that you gave?
No, I was not that. You were, I was not that. Was I? You were worse. Oh! Oh my goodness. I need some help. He needs help. What do we do?
You know, there is help for you.
Oh.
There is something we can do. Have you ever heard of Toastmasters? Come on, let me tell you a little bit about Toastmasters. Toastmasters began a very long time ago. In 1924, one man had an idea. Ralph C. Smedley decided that it was pathetic to hear people speak in that way that you just saw an example of. This is not the way our members at Speakeasy deliver speeches. But there are times, way back when we first get started, that yes, we have all been that bad, believe it or not. I attest to it. But Ralph Smedley saw there was a need for large corporations and businessmen to speak eloquently. So in the very small basement of the YMCA in California, written on here somewhere, he began a Toastmasters club. And he started Toastmasters International with a handful of people who had this very same need. Now Mike knew he needed some help there, didn't he? He was fumbling terribly. The computer wasn't on. He couldn't even remember what was going to be on the screen. But yes, we all have this happen to us. And yes, so many people fear speaking rather than death itself. And I can attest to it myself. When I began, my kneecaps quivered. I had no idea kneecaps could shake. But I was that nervous. Now, from 1924 till today, there are 260,000 Toastmaster members. That's a lot of people. A lot of people like you and I that know that we need this. In over 12,500 clubs in the world in 113 different countries. Yes, Toastmasters International is huge. And why? Because what better means of communication than speaking? How do we convey what we want to say? We need to learn how to say it. So this is why we're here. We don't have an instructor here. We are all individual members of a club. We run this club, members and guests alike. Your participation and attendance here as a guest is just as important to us as those who come each week. We need you, you need us, and that's why we're here tonight. There are a lot of well-known Toastmasters, such as Peter Coors of the Coors Brewing Company is a Toastmaster. Debbie Fields of Mrs. Fields Cookies is a Toastmaster. Linda Lingle, the Governor of Hawaii, and many, many more, as you can figure from all the number of Toastmasters that there are in 113 countries. So yes, without worrying about embarrassing yourself in front of an audience, at the club level here is the place where you can safely and confidently practice your skills amongst others who are doing this very same thing. After being in Toastmasters for a while, I guess he's attended a few meetings now, Mr. Mike Hamill can show you a little bit of just what Toastmasters has done for him.
Thank you, Jan. Fellow Toastmasters and most honored guests. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the mission of the Arizona Game and Fish Department. Our mission statement is managing today for wildlife tomorrow. I know there's a lot of misconceptions that people have about the Arizona Game and Fish Department. Today, I hope that I can dispel some of those misconceptions.
Thank you, Mike. I'd like to acknowledge the help that our immediate past area governor and immediate past president, Jan Campbell, gave us with introducing Toastmasters to us.